What rizq actually means in Islam. Rizq in Islam does not mean money, salary, or income. Rizq refers to everything Allah provides to a creation in order for it to exist, function, and fulfill its purpose. This includes wealth, food, health, time, intelligence, relationships, safety, opportunities, guidance, and even deprivation. Anything that reaches a person and sustains them in any form is rizq. In Islamic belief, rizq is not earned in the modern transactional sense. A person does not create their rizq, increase it through effort alone, or control its arrival. Allah is described as our Razak, meaning the one who continuously provides. This provision is ongoing, deliberate, and not dependent on human systems or causes. Allah says in Surah At-Talaq ayah 2 and 3, "Whoever has taqwa of Allah, He will make for him a way out and provide for him from where he does not expect." Allah is the sole provider of rizq. In Islam, Allah is not only the provider of rizq but the sole controller of it. This belief is grounded in the understanding of Allah's attributes. Allah is Al-Qadir, meaning He has complete power to do anything without limitation. Nothing restricts His ability to give, withhold, increase, or reduce provision. Many people believe Allah provides if there is a job, if there is money, or if the right system is in place. Allah does not rely on systems, employers, markets, education, or intermediaries to provide. These things exist because Allah created them, not because He depends on them. This understanding removes fear from provision. Losing a job does not reduce Allah's ability to provide. Gaining resources does not increase it. Provision is controlled by Allah alone, and nothing created can override what He has decreed. Means, alone do not control rizq. A common question is why Allah created worldly means if He alone provides rizq. Means such as jobs, businesses, money, education, and systems exist not because Allah needs them, but because they are part of the test of human obedience and belief. Two people may take the same actions, but one places trust in Allah while the other places trust in the tools. The difference is in the heart, not in the behavior. Means also exist so Allah's commands can be fulfilled in daily life. Earning, spending, trading, marrying, and providing all come with rules. Without means, there would be no context to obey or disobey Allah's commands related to provision. Surah Al-Baqarah ayah 212. Allah provides for whom He wills without account. Allah gives provision through means to some people, without means to others, and against means when He wills. This prevents people from believing the system itself is in control. If provision only came through predictable paths, people would trust the path instead of Allah. This is why Islam treats means as neutral tools. They are neither enemies nor saviors. They are part of the examination of faith, not the source of provision. Rizq is an act of obedience. Islam teaches that effort is an integral component of human responsibility, but it is not the only source of rizq. Work, therefore, is understood as an act of obedience and compliance with divine instructions, rather than a mechanism that results in specific outcomes. A person engages in effort because action has been commanded, while recognizing that provision itself is not guaranteed by work, but granted by Allah according to His wisdom. Surah An-Najm ayah 39. Man will have nothing except what he strives for. Striving is commanded. Outcomes remain with Allah. Effort is judged by intention and compliance with Allah's rules, not by results. A person can work honestly and lose money and still succeed in the sight of Allah. Another person can work dishonestly and gain wealth and still fail. Success is measured by obedience, not profit. This framework explains why prophets and righteous people worked while fully trusting Allah. Their work did not compete with reliance. It expressed submission within Allah's system. Rizq is a test in this world and hereafter. Rizq is a test from Allah. A major misunderstanding about rizq is assuming it reflects a person's worth, intelligence, or closeness to Allah. Islam rejects this idea entirely. Provision is not a scoreboard of faith, morality, or effort. Rizq is tailored. Many people are given abundance precisely because it will test their gratitude, restraint, and obedience. Likewise, restriction is not evidence of Allah's displeasure. Poverty, delay, or loss may protect a person from arrogance, corruption, or destruction. Some people are preserved through limitation. Two people may ask for the same thing, but only one receives it because the impact on their faith would differ. What strengthens one person may destroy another. Understanding this reframes ambition. The goal is not to maximize provision, but to pass the test attached to whatever provision is given. Increase and decrease are both examinations, not verdicts. Rizq is accountability, not comfort. In Islam, rizq is inseparable from accountability. Every form of provision comes with questions. A person will be asked where their provision came from and how it was used. This applies to money, time, energy, skills, and opportunities. Debt, income sources, and financial systems are not judged by convenience or market logic, but by compliance with Allah's commands. A decision that increases comfort but violates divine limits is a loss, even if it appears rational in worldly terms. Unpaid debts, unlawful earnings, and unresolved injustices remain part of a person's record. Worldly systems measure risk temporarily, but Allah's accounting is permanent. This is why Islam treats risk as a trust rather than a possession. Ownership is temporary. A person who understands this stops chasing risk as a goal and instead focuses on alignment with Allah's commands. Provision arrives as Allah wills, but accountability is guaranteed. As Allah say in Surah at Takasur verse 8, "Then you will surely be asked that day about pleasure." If the rizq is written, tested, and controlled by Allah, then our next video tells you why does Ramadan feel like a second chance at life.